I don't even know where to start with this. I'm dumbfounded. She just stormed out of the house, and I'm sitting on the bed asking myself a lot of questions. I live a pretty normal life, and I thought so did my girlfriend. We've been together for a few months, and after things got serious, we moved in together. We started sharing a lot of the household responsibilities, but the one thing she was adamant about doing was the laundry. She would come home and find me in the bedroom getting the laundry together and would quickly ask me to go do something else. I'd come back to finish the laundry, and she would have already started it. I always thought it was sweet and never her job to do it alone. But hey, if it makes her happy to do it all the time, I wouldn't stop her. This is where it takes a turn for the weird. I keep all my socks and underwear in the bottom drawer of my dresser. I also go to the gym frequently, so I always keep a good supply of clean gym socks ready to go. I never kept count, but I know by just a visual glance I have several pairs. This morning when I went to grab a fresh pair to pack for the gym, I noticed there were several dress socks, but no gym socks. Again, not weird, they must have been in the laundry. I went to check the laundry basket, and it was empty, so I checked the washing machine and dryer. Both were empty. I couldn't figure out where all of my gym socks had gone. So, I did the very natural thing of asking my girlfriend what had happened to them. After all, she is the one who does the laundry all the time. She went silent, turned red, and ran out of the room. When I went after her to see if she was okay, she wouldn't talk to me. I told her I wasn't mad, I was just looking for my socks. She kinda mumbled, "I don't know." I still wasn't mad, of course, but I was super confused. Socks just don't disappear. So I asked her again, even laughed about it, and she just looked at me and got mad and said, "I'll buy you new ones." The first thought that went through my head was she had somehow managed to destroy my socks while washing them. I thought the sight of that was actually pretty funny, so I joked with her about ruining my socks. Wrong thing to say. She started immediately crying. Like, full-on sobbing. At this point I don't care about the socks anymore, I want to know what's wrong with my girlfriend. I sat down next to her on the bed and put my arm around her and asked her if she was okay. She just kept saying she was sorry and that she would buy me new socks. I tried assuring her again it was okay. Even went so far as to say I would buy new socks and she didn't have to. I sat with her for a few minutes trying to calm her down and eventually had to get ready for work. I told her I loved her and got my things together to leave for the day. On my way out, I grabbed the garbage to take outside. When I got outside, I lifted the lid off the garbage can and I noticed a small plastic bag sitting on top of the garbage already in there. I could see through the bag, kind of the semi-see-through ones. There were socks in the bag. Since I was sure she had somehow managed to ruin the socks washing them, I wanted to see for myself. I opened the bag and immediately regretted my choice. There, inside the bag, were several pairs of my gym socks covered in what looked like poop. As soon as the smell hit me, I knew it was poop. We don't own any pets, we don't have any kids. Whose poop was on my socks? Work could wait. I couldn't go the rest of the day wondering why my gym socks were covered in poop and inside a plastic bag in the garbage can. I grabbed the bag and walked back inside. As soon as my girlfriend saw the bag, she flipped out and started yelling at me. She said I shouldn't be going through the garbage and that I was disgusting for bringing it back into the house. I asked her to calm down and that I just wanted an answer as to why there was poop on my socks. I wasn't blaming her for anything, but she started accusing me of blaming her. That's when it clicked. I don't know what it was that led me to ask this, but everything leading up to this moment had just been so crazy. I asked her, "Is this your poop?" She started sobbing again and ran out of the house. I didn't go after her this time, so, now I am sitting on my bed with a bag of poopy socks on the floor and a lot of questions in my head. The only conclusion is that she used them after going to the bathroom. Which that alone has its own set of questions above everything else. I sent her a text asking her to come back. She hasn't responded yet. I don't even know what I'm going to say when, if, she gets back. Update no one. I had to leave for work and am now at work. Yes, I threw away the bag of poopy socks. She texted me back, and she's clearly embarrassed but felt she owed me an explanation. She said she didn't want to talk about it in person and that we could discuss it over texting and to not bring it up in person. I'm condensing the conversation and filling in some gaps as best as I can. Her responses are super short, but I'm getting the idea. I flat out asked her if it was a fetish. It is not a fetish. She confessed to using the socks after going to the bathroom. I found the reason she always does the laundry is that she was hiding the fact that she uses socks to wipe with, primarily her own. I had no reason to question the number of socks she ever has because who pays attention to that kind of thing? She thought I would notice and think it was weird since she doesn't own many socks. She admitted she has done this for a long time. Her reasoning, as best as I can understand, is that because she is a germaphobe, her word, and she is afraid toilet paper will tear and is afraid of getting her hands messy in any way. She uses socks because it covers her entire hand. After she's done with them, she throws them away. She used mine because she didn't have other socks, so, my girlfriend has a fear of getting poop on her hands, so she wipes with socks, and has done so for a long time. It could be worse, I guess. I hope we can laugh about this later. I'm trying to find the humor in it now, but I'm still weirded out. Update number 2, I've had a lot of time to think about what happened yesterday. I've also read through a lot of the comments. Thank you to everyone who gave me advice on what to do. There's been a lot of development and a few requests to follow up, so here it goes. It's whatever at this point. We had been texting off and on all evening. As promised, I agreed not to bring it up in person. When I got home after work, her car was in the driveway, and her sister's car was there as well. I was a little nervous not knowing what I might be walking into, but overall I just wanted to get whatever was going to happen over with. When I walked in, it was clear so did she. Her sister was helping her pack up her things. I didn't know what to say, but I never expected this. I honestly thought everything was going to be okay when I got home. Her sister just looked at me and didn't say anything. I walked by her sister and went into the bedroom where my girlfriend was. She didn't say anything either. She didn't even look at me. If she was going to leave, I at least wanted us to have a discussion about it. Everything I had read in the comments about buying a bidet and OCD led me to believe there might be more to all of this than I had considered. I started to talk, and she just threw down the hangers of clothes and screamed at me. "You put this online? I told you to not talk about it." Her sister ran into the room and told me to just leave until they were gone. She then accused me of cheating. What? This whole thing has been crazy, and I feel like I had dealt with a lot up to this point. But man, that was it. I snapped. I told her sister I had never cheated. Not once. I would never cheat on her. Enough was enough, so I told her sister the reason she was there was that earlier I had found out my girlfriend had been going to the bathroom and wiping herself with my socks. Everything went silent. Like, no one said a word. Out of nowhere, they both start crying. Her sister started yelling at me and told me I shouldn't be talking about things I don't understand. When I asked her what in the world she was talking about, she just kept on yelling at me and shouted back that it was normal and that I need to mind my own business. Her sister knows about it. She did not know I posted on Reddit about it. Her sister thinks it's normal. I need to mind my own business? They're my socks. I stood there all kinds of messed up, so I just left. I went to a buddy's house and stayed the night. I also called off work today. I went home and all her stuff is gone. I didn't text her back. I think I'm done. To clarify a few things, she insisted on doing laundry to keep my suspicion of her not having many socks at rest. She told me last night through text she always throws away the socks and never washed them. She reaffirmed it's not a fetish. She won't try a bidet because she doesn't want poop water splashing on her. I can't keep up with the comments. I'm pooped. I'm trying to find humor in this because I'm really upset,